I believe there's 2 other people in the Discord that want to join as well. I'm not sure who they were. I sent you an invite though. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which channel it was in.
Okay, I'll get started anyway. I haven't received your invite yet.
Are you still there, Tim?
Yep, still here. Welcome to the channel. This is our weekly multiplayer Mass Effect game. Hope everybody's doing alright. My name's Tim. If this is your first time here, I make Mass Effect videos weekly, and we have a weekly Mass Effect multiplayer on every Saturday. And it's nice to see we've got quite a few people already in the chat. Nice to see everybody here. We've got Roy is in there. Takes a Nose in there. How you doing? Curtis, regular, how are you? Nice to see you. Xavier's in the chat as well. Excellent. So, hope everyone's doing okay. Hope you're all having a nice weekend. We're going to be playing some Mass Effect multiplayer in a minute. I think Takes a Nose is setting up a match as we speak. And then we'll get straight into it. So
yeah, I'm just looking for Kai now. I think he said he wanted to join.
Yes, yeah, he did. So if you're new to the channel, we do have a Discord. There is a link in the description. Come join us, and then you can keep up to date with when we're playing matches and stuff. Manning, nice to see you. I've seen you in the comments quite a lot. Hope you're doing well. So what's everybody up to? What have we been doing? Manning is Kai Lang from the Discord. Roy says I love to fight with the Warlord Krogan and his hammer. It's massively overpowered. I think I've unlocked him. I've not actually tried him yet. In fact, that's what we can be doing while the game is getting set up. Who shall we play as?
I don't think we actually had a confirmed 4th person, so if there's anyone in the chat who wants to join, let me know.
So yeah, let us know if you can hear that. I'm not sure if they can hear the Discord chat or not. But yeah, if there's anybody in the chat that wants to join, then we do have an open slot for a 4th person this evening. If not, we'll jump straight into it, and we'll have some random person join, I'm sure. Xavier says you can hear the Discord chats. That's good.
Oh, that's good. I was just going to test it. I don't like hearing my voice play back on stream. I just don't like hearing my own voice.
You get used to it. It's one thing I've certainly had to overcome. No topic of conversation this week. I just thought we'd have a bit of a hangout chat session and just generally talk about whatever you really fancied. Shockwave barrier. See, I'm now accepting your multiplayer, but it's not actually putting me into the...
That's strange. If you've got Manning added as a friend, maybe you could try Tim.
Yep.
See if you have any luck.
Yeah, I'll set a room up then.
Oh, Manning's in mine now.
Oh, is he? Well, just invite me again then. Might be because I was in the wrong screen or something.
Okay, I'll give it another go. If you check on your friends list on Origin, you might be able to join that way as well.
See what it's doing.
Manning's left.
I think
I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, I can't see you on my screen.
Oh, this Solarian. So I'm going to go with this Solarian because I've not tried him yet.
I have to say, I've only tried the Solarian on the Andromeda multiplayer and I wasn't very good. I suppose you have to be quite tactical with the Solarian.
Perry's here. Nice to see you, Perry. Okay, so
I've tried inviting Manning back because I think he left because of stream delay because you were setting one up. But let's just see what happens.
well, we're here, and if not, and Perry thinks she's a very model of a scientist Solarian. I do wonder though, Perry, do you know the entire song? Hey Nico, nice to see you. Powers, right, make sure I get some powers on this as well. Did that last week. Tried a new character out, didn't put any.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button.
No worries. How you doing?
Oh, thank goodness for that. My computer just popped up with oh, we need to restart your computer and do some updates. Like, not now, you don't. Powers, right.
I'm not sure what happened with Manning. I thought I heard him for a second there.
I like the Krogan right now. Curtis is a fan of the Krogan.
I do like the Krogan. I have to wonder actually. I was finding out about the indie games that EA is working on at the moment, and I was just wondering, do you think maybe BioWare will work on some more, like new IP?
It's a bit of a risk, isn't it?
Yeah, true, it is.
They tried that with Anthem, and that's not really gone down well, is it?
That's very true, yeah. It's just, I don't know, maybe if they, followed something similar to Dragon Age or Mass Effect, though.
Yeah, like the same kind of style. Well, I suppose that's what Anthem was kind of being a bit more like the. Oh, what's going on here?
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
Oh, I didn't change my weapons, did I?
I'm coming.
Thanks. I see Perry has stepped up to the challenge already. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I have studied species Taurian, Saurian, Batarian. Why could genetics as a subset biology, because I am an expert of which I know is zoology.
You have to be quite tipsy to be caught singing that.
Yeah, I'm not very good at singing, as you can probably tell. Yeah, with
I don't know.
regards to BioWare, I still think that they're all going to be eyes. EA's going to have their eyes on them. The success of Legendary Edition has given them a bit of credibility back, I think. But they'll be wanting to make sure that Dragon Age and Mass Effect 4 definitely do well.
Yeah, if Dragon Age 4 just turns out to be Anthem with dragons, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
Yeah, I think they've kind of learned their lesson now, and they're trying to give more freedom to BioWare on their projects. I heard that originally Dragon Age was going to be more multiplayer, but after Anthem, I think they just left the Dragon Age team on their own to do what they want to do.
Well, I don't have a problem if they put multiplayer in it. It's just I don't know if a Dragon Age game would work as a games of service model. Because I actually quite enjoyed Dragon Age Inquisition's multiplayer.
I didn't even know it existed, to be honest.
I've tried it once or twice, but I'm not a multiplayer fan, to be honest. I've only really got into this multiplayer for the live stream, to be honest. I think I did it actually when it first came out. I did a few Mass Effect multiplayer, but that was again because I like the story and they tied it into the story. The Dragon Age Mass Effect, Dragon Age multiplayer, was it just completely separate?
It was completely separate. Yeah, I don't think it had any impact on the story like Mass Effect 3's did.
No, it was just for the war assets. Yeah, war assets, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Am I the one seeing this big electrical ball that I've never seen before?
Oh, the cloudy insects? It's only on certain versions. There's 2 versions of this map, and it's only on one of them.
In other words, I picked the wrong map then.
Oh, well, I didn't even know if it was on notice if it was on random or not. It kills enemies though, not just us.
The xenoscientists. What is it?
My xenoscience studies range from
urban to agrarian.
There it is, yeah.
I am the very model of a scientist,
I think that's probably my favorite thing about BioWare games is all the little subtle Easter eggs they hide everywhere.
Yeah, I'm researching for another video actually. I'm looking for like secrets and Easter eggs in Mass Effect 2. And there's actually
one of my favorites. Sorry.
Yeah, cool. No, you're right. Go.
Oh, I was just going to. So you know how everyone says Lawrence is like a space vampire?
Yes.
So when you're doing Samara's mission, and she asks you to find the name of the ship Lawrence leaves on, the name of the ship Lawrence left. God, this cloud is loud. The name of the ship Lawrence left Ilium on is called the Demeter, and in the 1895 Bram Stoker novel, the Demeter is the name of the ship that took Dracula from Transylvania to London. I always thought that was a cute little Easter egg.
That's really cool, I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry, we're getting told off by Perry. we've not done the chorus. But yeah, I might pinch that actually, Kai.
Or another good one is Jack's prison number is 24601. That was the same prison number as Jean Valjean in Les Miserables. So that means someone at BioWare likes musicals almost as much as I do.
Brilliant. Yeah,
Just not the Russell Crowe movie.
Xavier says beautiful singing, by the way.
Copy that.
Thank you.
It says I never play multiplayer games, but love using the Xbox One. God, I'm a bit squishy.
Yeah, it comes with being a Solarian.
Yeah, there's by the sounds of it, there's an actual mission that I've never even played in Mass Effect 2. It's called N7 Lost Research Base or something like that.
I'm not. That doesn't mean anything to me just from the name.
Yeah, it's an N7, like just a side mission. You pick it up after you.
I was never great at finding all the N7 missions. There's a lot of planet scanning involved.
So yeah, I'm gonna have a check out of that one. But it sounds like it's an N7 base that. Oh, that's very good to get to.
Yeah, I just realised that as well.
I'm like, why aren't we moving? I apologise, Perry. I can't remember how to get back into the tune for the chorus, so I am just going to skip to the end and go. My xenoscientist studies range from urban to. I am the very model of a scientist. That's.
You've upset Benning now too.
That's the Angaran, isn't it, from Andromeda?
Sorry?
The Angaran, they're the...
Yeah, they're in Andromeda.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it means by agrarian. Giving me something to look up on the Mass Effect wiki.
I think that's just a regular word. I just forget what it means.
Oh, it's not. It wasn't.
No, it's
It's thinking ahead.
I don't think so.
This Solarian's not too bad actually.
Are you the engineer?
No idea.
No.
And Kurt says if replaying Mass Effect 1, there's a lot of side missions you didn't play the first time round, so he's always finding something new. There is quite a lot of side stuff to do in Mass Effect 1 that you don't necessarily need to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's small things that I don't just realise are in the games. Like, I put in the Discord that I didn't realise that when you assault the Elusive Man's base, you can actually hijack a mech.
I think the only one place that you can't hijack a mech is in is it Sukesh? The one that drops out.
Yeah, the mech.
I think
The
all
mechs
the
that
others-
count as bosses, you can't.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is regrouping.
See, the only one I knew about was the one where you help Jack and those kids at the academy.
Enemies approaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that starts empty, or the only other one that starts empty.
So you can actually take them by killing the pilot then.
Yeah. If you aim for the
Yeah.
glass all the time. You've got to be careful though, because the glass breaks and it's literally down to no health. So if you hit anywhere else other than the pilot, you're most likely going to destroy it.
So my aim's the reason I don't get to ride in a mech. Sad face.
Xavier says, what theory do I hate? I'm not sure. What did I say?
Well done, team. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. A classified device has been lost and
It's just completely going through the script of Mass Effect 3 and just right now to all of Morden's lines.
Shield's gone!
object has been cleared. Good work. You're looking for a lost Geth device. Outstanding. Get back to the evac zone. Good work. Confirmation object has been recovered.
Thank you.
Stop it!
Perry's making it up. So she said, just mean, what do you have? Any theories?
Squad member offline.
As in Mass Effect. Yeah, ooh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Team member has gone dark. Down to the last enemy.
As in for like the next Mass Effect game, do you mean, Xavier?
Mission accomplished. Enemy is
Curtis wants to know what you think of Captain Amundsen. I don't think he should have died. Yeah, I can say it now. You've completed it, haven't you? I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think he should have died.
Let's go.
I think at the very least there should have been more of him in the third game.
Yeah.
Well, there would have been no way for him to get off the Citadel without dying, though, even if he didn't get shot.
That's very true, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's just, like, between him constantly being like, I don't want to be on the Normandy with you, Shepard, to, then being on the Citadel in the second game, you just don't see him that much.
It's true, yeah.
But because he outranked Shepard, he couldn't be on the Normandy. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to kind of shit, would you?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how it would work, but maybe some kind of flashback scene where he recruits you from wherever your origin story is.
Yeah, that would be quite good. Because in Mass Effect 1, you're the XO, aren't you? Literally before you start. You're the XO of the Normandy.
Yeah.
So therefore you've been on the Normandy already. Like it says, it's, you know the crew.
Almost missed the shuttle then.
Curtis like Anderson. Anyway, just Xavier says Xavier says he hates the Asari shapeshifter theory. Now, that's not one I've actually heard.
I think there was something about in the Discord, like how, or it might have been based on like an actual line in the games where they.
I
Sorry,
think that one comes. Sorry, I think that one comes from on Ilium, the bachelor party in the nightclub, where the Solarian, the human, and the Turian are all saying that the Asari looks like their race.
Yeah, like they're trying to look like the person they're talking to, like to seem more attractive, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and Ploppy.
Can I get an invite, guys, or are you stopping?
You're right on Origin, yeah?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I should know your name by now, but I've invited you.
No problem. Usually I'm the one doing the inviting.
Oh, and Ploppy, I was just going to mention, I think you said before this match started that someone wanted to see the Krogan Warlord. I don't know if the chat would care, but I have every character unlocked. Does any character anyone in chat wants to see me play?
I believe it was Roy. He loves playing as the Krogan Warlord and he misses Mass Effect multiplayer. So if he's still in the
I can
chat.
be the Warlord.
He might still be in the chat. If Roy's still in the chat, give us a boom in the chat, Roy, if you're still there.
What difficulty are you playing on?
We're playing on bronze because we're not quite feeling brave today.
All right.
And we out. Full
What
team.
we're saying, yeah. What we were saying about Anderson earlier, actually, it reminded me. I put a link in the chat where there was a mod that restored deleted lines with him, like on his last conversation with Shepard, and they talk about Shepard having kids or something, which was interesting.
We need you to take back this location. Hostile forces are advancing. Secure the area.
Don't know if anyone saw that, but I thought that was quite a touching moment.
No, I've not actually seen that one. We'll have a look at it. What theories have you heard then, Xavier? charge this gun up. Haven't I?
Enemy is regrouping.
Well, I know about the indoctrination theory, but the BioWare devs actually came out and said that that's not true.
Yeah,
Well, I think they
quite
said
like
that
it.
wasn't their intention.
Yeah.
I mean, there's it was really well put together, that indoctrination theory, I must admit.
To be fair though, just because it wasn't what they intended doesn't mean you can't interpret it that way.
Squad member offline.
I forgot how hard this guy is to control.
Perry would like a prequel where you play as Seren.
Enemy is regrouping.
Sorry?
Perry would like a prequel.
There are key enemy
Or is
groups
it,
around the area.
might be a theory actually. A prequel where we play as Seren.
Targets, you know what to do.
Or a DLC where you play as a Reaper.
That would be quite cool. Didn't they do that? They did that with Dragon Age, didn't
I
they?
forget.
They
They did,
a
yeah.
DLC where you played as one of the... What's it called now? Darkspawn.
There's a new hive elite target on the field.
Yeah, I never actually played that because people kept telling me it wasn't very good.
No, I've never played that one.
It's quite good, you just have to be alright killing everyone that you spent like 40 hours growing to love.
Oh, so you actually have to kill your companions.
Yeah, well you're playing as a Darkspawn, so yeah.
Targets are cleared. Excellent work.
If it is pretty good, I'll have to give it a go then.
Curtis would really like to see a story on Anderson. Says they can do them a story on him on any day.
Enemy force approaching.
I was
I mean,
gonna
that's-
always say... Sorry. I was just gonna say a prequel where you could actually play the events of the First Contact War.
Problem with that though is that you know how it ends.
Yeah. Well, I'm just, if you want something that has Anderson, then it's...
Perry says the prequel where we play as Seren, it would show the fall of Seren and then end with him discovering Sovereign, which is pretty much the plot of the Revelations book, because it's Anderson and Seren.
Yeah.
Have you read that book?
It would be a
Perry?
very good way to... I was just going to say that that's also a very good way to get people to care about Saren a bit more as well.
Yeah, because having that moment where you can convince him to shoot himself, it would give you a bit more depth, wouldn't it? If you played as that character.
Yeah, I mean,
50% capability.
I don't know, like, who people get killed on Vermeer, depending on, your choice, but
Anchors for our communication.
I suppose that might factor into if you can actually get to like him or not, because, if somebody really cared about Caden and they got Caden killed on Vermeer over Ashley for some reason, maybe they'll struggle to like, Saren.
Perry's not read the book, but yeah, it's definitely, if you're interested in Seren and Anderson, it's quite a good read. It's the only book I've actually read. About four books with Mass Effect. But yeah, that's the only one I've actually read from start to finish.
Well, there's quite a few more than just 4 books.
there's quite a few.
There's Andromeda ones as well, I think.
Yeah.
There's a load set in between Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2.
And
With
I
the
think
Lucid Man.
Retribution's probably my favorite novel. That takes place between 2 and 3, and it explains, because they mention Paul Grayson quite a bit in the third game, and you have no idea who he is unless you read the book.
I don't remember that name being mentioned.
In Mass Effect 2, when you meet Tali and you're with Cerberus, you get a very one-off line of why you're with Cerberus. They attack the ships, and that's a reference to a book, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Paul Grayson's daughter. Paul Grayson's daughter is the human that Cerberus is trying to get off the flotilla.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Oh, right. And that's why they bombed the flotilla then, so they could get them out.
Yeah. Because he used to work for Cerberus. Well, spoiler alert. But he worked for Cerberus, and he sent his daughter to the flotilla when he left to protect her, so Cerberus couldn't find her.
Ow, ow, ow. Killed by a floaty bug thing. Perry wanted a boss battle with the Elusive Man as well. Do you think we should have had a boss battle with the Elusive Man?
Enemy force approaching.
If you read the art book, that was supposed to happen until at the very end they decided it wouldn't fit the Elusive Man's character, so they scrapped it.
I don't know how interesting that kind of fight would be, though. I suppose we'll never know now, but I kind of see why they wouldn't do it.
Well, if anyone in the Discord or chat's interested, or has never seen the art book, they have some concept art of what he would have looked like in the boss battle, and personally I think it looks kind of stupid. They just made him like a big, huge, giant mech thing, but I can take a screenshot of it off the book and post it to Discord if anyone wants.
Here they come.
Yeah, well, worth a look. What if Saren replaced Nihilus, was a party member in the prologue only? Portray you like Kratos and Cobalt 2. I don't know. I quite like Saren, the way they did use him.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
I suppose having Saren around a bit more before he betrayed Nihilus
Enemy personnel.
might have given it a bit more of an impact.
Targets have finished them.
Curtis just said someone should toss the Elusive Man out of an airlock.
Target is priority. Take it.
It'd be amazing if someone could do that in the Protean accent.
What was that? Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Target has been marked.
Oh, I didn't see you went down.
Got stabbed.
The targets are out of play. Keep us clearly a target on the field.
Thank you, Curtis. Definitely.
What's the name of the what's the name of that war between the Geth and the Quarians that drove them off the homeworld? I can't remember.
The Morning War.
Maybe a game about that would be pretty good.
Yeah, I think. I suppose even if you do know the outcome of the wars, there are certain stories within the war that could be told. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like the deciding battle.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at something like Halo Reach, like that was kind of like a prequel, but you kind of knew what the outcome was going to be, like vaguely. So it was more about like learning about the characters, I think. And getting to like
Maybe even the
them.
Prothean's extinction cycle.
Boss battle with Anderson, who'd been controlled by the Elusive Man. The renegade option would be to shoot Anderson, while the Paragon would be to try and save him. That's not too far off what actually happened, is it? Although it wasn't really a boss battle. And you couldn't actually save Anderson. So not really the same, is it?
Good shot.
Oh, Roy here. Right. That's the Grogan. Tell him to run like crazy and hit without stop running. Only use the hammer with the powerful enemies.
I can do that.
Seems like be in a position to watch me.
Yeah, I mean, just the Geth Squadrons mission, you know, where you learn about how the Quarians shut down the Geth. I think that would just make a very interesting story, you know, like make you feel sorry for the Geth even more.
See, I find it really hard to feel sorry for the Geth. There's been quite a few comments in the comment section of a video that I put out a couple of weeks ago of between rewriting the Geth and destroying the Geth.
Yeah.
Some people find it brainwashing.
Well, you're rewriting that it literally is brainwashing.
But they're machines.
Yeah, but they're also things like, I mean, like, you could, I guess Edie rewrote Eva. I guess that's the same thing.
Yeah, and it's also, I think the idea is they kind of evolved beyond just being machines, that they kind of just become intelligent life of some kind.
I was fine with that mission. I just think they should have swapped it. Or rewriting it should have been Renegade, and destroying them should have been Paragon. Because I think most people would rather be brainwashed.
Yeah, I kinda agree about that. But also, it's not brainwashing, it's bug fixing.
Ah, see?
That's another thing. You're viewing them as machines and not intelligent life. I think it's all just determined on how you see the Geth, I think. Should we change map now?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it without exiting the lobby, though. Someone might have to guide me through it.
It's under mission settings.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Didn't realize it was that easy.
Curtis thinks that we need the box. Maybe that's what they should put in the game, a portable hiding box.
Area has been compromised. This area is unsecured. Get down there and engage the enemy.
I do not pick the best maps, do I?
Oh, Xavier straight to the point. He says guests are robots with a bug, and a bullet is the fix.
Did you not at least like feel sorry for Legion in some way?
I don't
No.
understand how anyone can do the mission in the Geth consensus and not come out of it thinking the Quarians are kind of wrong.
You see, the way I see it is that if my vacuum cleaner decided it didn't want to clean the floor anymore, I'd be like, okay, so this is broken, so I'll try turning it off. And if then the vacuum cleaner kicked me out of my house, made me live in the car, I'd be like, right, I'm going to take back my house. I don't want to live in the car. I'm not being ruled by my vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, but you're missing the part where your vacuum cleaner only kicked you out of the house after you tried to blow it up.
Well, that's right, I tried to turn it off. It's like, I don't want to live in the cupboard and clean your floors. I just, I want to live with you. And I'm like, I don't want a housemate.
But what if you compare it to like evolution then? Like how we used to be something we used to be something before we were human, didn't we? We used to be apes. And then we became something else, just like the Geth used to be robots, became something more.
Perry says the vacuum can't, isn't sentient. Well, the Geth weren't sentient originally.
But they evolved, they became sentient.
Okay.
Let's move. Target greenlit. Half the devices are a go. Stay on it. Target greenlit.
Curtis says, I need to give
Targets are lit.
the Geth a little robot vacuum. See, I didn't get the whole with Legion as well. I didn't get the whole him being, well, getting a piece of Shepherd's armour. I didn't quite understand that. 'Cause I don't think it was explained very well that he was different from the other Geth, but not really that different.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
There was a
But
hole.
He'd always had some Reaper parts in him too.
Got it. Hostile.
No, actually he explains it. He says like he a special kind of unit made for acquiring data in organic space. And since the Geth don't want to scare the organics, they made Legion a singular Geth unit for reconnaissance purposes. That's more independent and smarter.
Yeah, 'cause was it 100 or 1,000? No, 1,183 programs. That's what it was.
So is this, when did you find this out then? Is this talking in between missions? Because you get really late on, don't you, in Mass Effect 2?
It tells you in Mass Effect 2 if you talk to him.
Yeah. Right when you turn him on is when he says, well, the problem with Legion is most people don't get him till the very end. and so there's not, because obviously the more missions you do with them, the more of the crew dies.
Understood.
But he has a lot of dialogue if you get him early on and then actually don't care about the crew and do like 10 or 12 missions with them. There's a whole bunch of dialogue you'd never see otherwise.
I think they made a big mistake by not putting in like more missions in, you know, the base game, because, you know, the whole point is to get you to care about the Geth more. And I think it's what I'm getting from like Tim and other people is like it's harder to feel sorry for the Geth because it's easy to see them as robots, because, you know, I guess they are. But
Well done, team. Enemy forces down to half strength. This place is a hub of enemy intel. We need access to that data terminal. Hack the security.
the thing is, I also played a game that's quite similar to the Geth as well. It's called Detroit Become Human, and that's about like robots becoming intelligent. I kind of just draw from that a bit about my feelings about the Geth as well.
Time is short.
I've started that, but never actually finished it.
Understood.
I honestly thought it was like a really good like recreation of like humanity's mistakes in the past and how we sometimes, you know, view people differently for how we all are different as living beings, and like, you know, just put it in like a setting with robots and stuff. Does that make sense?
Because if the Quarrens want to express their beliefs at gunpoint, Quarrens want to express their beliefs at gunpoint,
We got what we came here
they can't be Geth? Is that supposed to be?
I always thought the Geth personally were a little like the Krogan. Like they both did bad things and got punished for it. But I mean, if you're gonna forgive the Krogan, like just about everyone other than me does, why can you not forget the Geth too?
Arguably, the Krogan unprovoked the Geth were.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
See, I'm currently working on a video about the Krogan that's due for this week, which I think is going to cause quite a few conversations.
Enemies approaching.
But yeah, it's basically talking about how I don't think you should kill the Enterprise.
Well, I don't think you should either, but that's just me.
I completely understand why people wouldn't, but, you know, at the same time, it's hard to not feel sorry for Rex.
Well, that's my biggest issue is like I love Rex and I love Eve. I just don't trust any of the other Krogan. Like even in Mass Effect 2, when you go to Tachanka, even like every other Krogan there hates him. So I mean, I just don't see his reign lasting long. Like even the mechanics, like, well, if his plan doesn't work, he'll die, and then still see who has the next best plan. That just, I don't see Krogan peace lasting very long. It's just my issue with it.
That's pretty much basically it. Yeah.
I mean, if all the Krogan, sorry.
I was just going to say that's also kind of the problem with how Mass Effect ended their story compared to Dragon Age, because Dragon Age had like a text at the end of their games telling you what happens in the future from those events. So it's like maybe they could have done that with Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But didn't Dragon Age, they paint themselves into a bit of a corner though, didn't they, doing that?
I think in some ways they just used it to.
They didn't expect
think they
to
used
be
it-
a Dragon Age 2, so they kind of finished Dragon Age off and then concluded it all, and then had to backtrack on it.
Well, I think they kind of just like stayed further away from, the areas where Origins is set. Kind of work around it.
Some good work down there.
Clear.
Stay alert. Enemy is
Because Dragon Age 2 is in Kirkwall, which is like
enemy
like way far away from. It's like its own land or something. I know very basic lore on Dragon Age, but
Says, always save the side missions to the end, so Legion always has things to say. Don't you need to do a certain amount of loyalty missions though, don't you, for the story to progress, to get
No, once you finish the collector vessel, the derelict reaper you can do straight away.
I'm doing my games closed.
They should just give us the say when to integrate the Riva FF into the Normandy, instead of just doing it after the thing is done.
march, team. Enemy is regrouping.
Because you can get the IFF right away. I just forget how many missions after the IFF you can do before Joker's mission triggers.
Get back and find that device.
I think that depends on how many missions you've already.
Target offline.
I think it's safe to say that Xavier definitely doesn't like the Geth. The Krogan or Organic, the Geth are just self-aware toasters.
Shield down.
There's a big machiny gun thing there.
Yeah, but they are self-aware toasters with a better sense of humor than half of you.
I will agree to that if they can show me a clip of a Geth making toast.
Offline. Find the targets and disable them.
Probably talking about the random missions from scanning planets. Oh no, 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 don't do that to me.
Find those targets and shut them down. Device down. Targets down. Mission accomplished.
I think I punished myself by choosing this map. I can't snipe anything.
Squad member offline.
Perry says Krogans are just rabid animals at worst.
Ooh. Do you know anything about like how long Krogan had actually been around though before they were uplifted?
Quite a few years.
Well, don't they say that they had Krogan technology when they're uplifted was roughly what human technology is now? Or am I misremembering?
Yeah, I think they said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they destroyed
I suppose
themselves.
it's...
They split the atom and then destroyed themselves with nuclear winter before the Solarians uplifted them. So they kind of put themselves back into the Dark Ages.
Yeah, they kind of failed the Cold War side quest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, that is literally like a reason why I think you can kind of compare the Krogan to us, because I can imagine us doing that to ourselves.
Headshot.
I think it's another great thing about Mass Effect actually, because like every race is like not perfect. They've all done something that's questionable.
I think the one thing that I wish they would have done somehow is there's 3 games and you never once get a Batarian as a squad mate.
Yeah. Oh.
Like especially in the Omega DLC. Like how was Bray not your squad mate at least for part of it?
Or the Batarian Preacher.
Oh yeah, him too.
I mean, I understand why they didn't do it in 3. And kind of by extension why they didn't do it in 2. They could have done it in 1, but you didn't have as many squad mates in 1.
He was actually supposed to have a Batarian squad mate that got cut from Mass Effect 2. One of the cut characters. He was supposed to be a techie nerd.
Oh, I wonder if that's what happened to, because when Garrus tells you about his team, he mentions that his hacker was a Batarian. So I wonder if that's what happened there.
Do you guys mind if I change the enemy to Geth?
Yeah, go for it.
But you can do whatever.
But yeah, I do think a Batarian squad mate would be a lot better, because, you know, it's like most Batarians that you meet want to kill you, and it's kind of hard to, like, see their side of things.
I think it would have worked really well in 2 anyway, because I mean, 2 you weren't with the Alliance, and you were always out of Terminus systems anyway, so I mean, why not have a Batarian?
Because you blow like one of their huge colonies up at the end. That's kind of a problem.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Forgot about that.
I think they might have actually cut the Batarian squad mate because of the DLC. Like, I feel like that's something they would do.
Well, they cut a lot of stuff, because I found out about a week ago there's actually unused dialogue from Grunt's loyalty mission where he was going to join Uvenk,
Got it.
and then Shepard has to forbid him, and then they have a fight back on the Normandy, like with Miranda and Jack or Tali and Legion.
Yeah, but I kind of like that they cut this one because it didn't make any sense. Like, everybody hated Uvenk's guts. Like, Grunt called him weak and shit, and like, there was no way Grunt's gonna join this bastard.
Yeah, I think at least then Grunt earns respect from Rex's plan.
But I guess the only other thing is, like, Grunt's still brand new, and he said he only respected strength, so maybe if he thought Uvenk was stronger than Rex, because he also calls Rex an old man, doesn't he? Or is that not until 3?
All clear. Good work.
That's it.
I can't remember. It could have even been in the Citadel DLC. I remember
Yeah, I
there an
think it was
argument about
on
fighting
the
each other.
party where they headbutt each other on the party.
Yeah, they say something about who would win in a fight or something.
Harry's cracking out the martinis. Xavier says the Krogan had Twitter. Because their technology is where we're at now. I could see Rex on Twitter, actually.
God, Krogan Twitter must have been the best thing in the universe.
I'd read it.
One thing I kept thinking actually while I was playing Mass Effect 1 was the story would be a lot shorter if everyone just brought a camera around with them. Like, if Shepard had a video camera when they met the VI on Ilos, they could literally just prove that the Reapers exist and everything.
Yeah, but then they'd say, the council would say you photoshopped it.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, they would say it's a Geth VI that's supposed to act that way to intimidate Shepard. Like, they'd make up some bullshit, believe me.
Because you gotta remember too, the Alliance also thought Edie was just a VI and only would respond to Joker.
Shield's gone.
I mean, they
Yeah.
killed a Reaper and still didn't recognize it, so I don't think they would recognize the hologram of Sovereign.
Object has been dropped. You got it. Target
Yeah, I suppose they'd just be like, nice Blasto trailer, Shepard.
squad member in trouble.
They would be the kind of people to be doing that.
Object has been recovered. We are confirmed. Some sensitive flight records were lost in this area. Locate the object and bring it back.
A sweet tart martini. What is a sweet tart martini?
Traction zone.
I think I'll try one then. Yes, I'm afraid, Curtis, I am down. I was too busy reading the chat comments. Mr. Talk from Borderlands would love to chungo. I've never actually played Borderlands, so I don't know who that is. Looter shooter games really don't interest me. And I think Borderlands you've got to have
The
a
chat,
party.
you can do it solo, it's just harder. But if your chat's talking about Borderlands, you should ask them how they think the Elusive Man compares to Handsome Jack. Because I always thought they were kind of the same character.
There you go, Perry.
Although one of them is voiced by Martin Sheen.
That makes it instantly better.
Outstanding work.
Although, do
Regrouping.
you know I owned Mass Effect 2 for like 2.5 years before I realized Arya was voiced by Trinity from The Matrix?
Got it. Contact.
To be fair, it did take me a while to figure out as well.
And
Are you gonna take off my
did you know
when I
that
tell you that I haven't watched?
so
Like,
did you know the
depending on how old you are, I guess.
Engineer Adams, Exo Presley is voiced by Howard Mad Murdoch from the 18.
Isn't Presley... He's the... I don't know if anyone here watches Star Trek The Next Generation, but I think Presley's voice actor is the same guy who did a side character named Reg Barkley on
Yes,
a few... Yeah.
same guy.
Enemy force
Yeah.
approaching.
One of my favorite voice acting Easter... I don't even know if it counts as an Easter egg. Do you remember the Asari on Vermeer you talked to right before you go meet Stobrin? The one you can let her go or you can kill her.
Yes.
Her
Rana.
voice actor, Rana. Yeah.
Rana.
Her voice actor is the voice actor of Male Shepherd's wife in real life. So it always made me chuckle a little bit that he had to record dialogue of killing his wife.
I did not know that. It's quite cool. Justin says, we're talking Borderlands in a Mass Effect game. Yes, basically we wanted to know if
Outstanding work.
what you thought between the Elusive Man and Handsome Jack.
Strength. We've got a ship down on the surface. The drone is
Oh, I've got a recipe for a sweet tart martini. Lime soda, freshly squeezed lime juice, amaretto liqueur and raspberry liqueur. Now that does sound nice. Shaken or stirred, Mary?
Shield down!
Forgive me, I forgot how to aim.
Oh, I'm doing it again, Rob. I'm hanging around at the wrong end.
drone is down. Get close again.
Where's it gone?
Did the drone disappear? I can't see him.
I think he's hiding from us under the floor.
Drone is down. Get close again.
Discouraging flow. Proximity field empty. Launching systems. Repelling missiles.
Has it fallen through
I don't know
the...
if we can get to it.
Apparently it's... Oh!
Terminated. Ready.
It's fallen through the floor, isn't it?
Empty. Shutdown engaged.
My Omni tool turned back on before I died. I don't know if it was moving or not.
Shield gone!
Low power restricts mobility. Friendly forces routed. Locking systems.
Yeah, he's not moving, I don't think.
It does not look good.
Well, it looks like we're losing this match.
Oh dear.
See, this is a broken vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, but this vacuum cleaner is not sentient.
Increase motive power. Power supply low. Recommend additional teammates in proximity. Providing assistance.
Yeah, he fell through the floor. I can see him if you come down here.
Turrets.
Yeah, if you jump down the ladder, you can see it too.
Dark. It needs a friendly buy it.
Nine electroshock. Repowering.
Well, that's just rude.
Proximity field empty. Engaging defensive shutdown.
It's the cliff uprising.
Team member is hurt.
This guy really doesn't want to do his job.
That drone doesn't get moving. This mission is
Also activated. Teamwork system.
Okay. Shall we exit? As soon as we can't do anything with this one, should we exit this game and well, should have enough time to do one more round?
Applying neural shock.
Yep,
Yep.
the only thing is, if you quit out now, you won't get credits or experience, I don't think. So we could just sit around, you could just waste 90 seconds and let time run out, then we'll lose, but you'll still get the money and experience for it.
We'll do that then.
I might just get myself killed. That sounds more fun.
Well, yeah, we could all get ourselves killed too.
Engaging defensive shutdown.
Noble death.
Discouraging flow.
drone went dark. It needs a friendly buy it. Squad member has flatlined.
There we go, a noble death.
Yes, I died to a generic death. It's very noble.
But what if this is just karma
Time to
for all
purge
this?
myself in fire.
What if this was karma for all the smack we were talking about the Geth earlier?
Yeah, they heard us.
Lock shield!
It's now Ordnance Squad member in trouble.
You were the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Mission aborted.
What is it? It's a Bethesda game. Come with complete with bugs, yeah. I do apologise if I'm going to butcher your name here, but Deso Lost wonders what's the hardest Mass Effect 3 multiplayer enemy is. It's got to be the Banshee, isn't it?
Collectors.
Collectors.
I'd say actually
Yeah, Praetorian
Scions,
probably.
if you want a specific enemy. Possessed Scions.
Yeah, I'm going with Praetorians.
I don't know, that generic Geth killed me pretty quickly.
Should we do a different map for the last game?
Yeah, I won't make that mistake again.
Well, I'm gonna be a Volus if this is the last round.
Since this is bronze, are you guys okay with collectors?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
A tactically significant area has been located. We have multiple hostiles in this zone. Get in there and take them out.
How long we've been streaming? Already got notified. We started about an hour and a half ago. We usually run for about an hour and a half every Saturday. There won't be a stream next week. I'm not here next weekend. But we'll be back in 2 weeks' time, so every Saturday. It's 9 PM UK time, which I think is about 4 PM Eastern. And we run for about an hour and a half. We just talk random stuff, shoot some stuff, watch me lay on the floor a lot. Obviously, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit that like button. See, we've got quite a few on there already, so that's good. Just help share the love. Perry says Handsome Jack would shot the elusive man, laugh, and wonder what he'd have for lunch. That makes nothing to me, but I assume
Enemy force approaching.
Caroline understands that. So he says they should put all 3 games in the multiplayer. That would be quite cool, like a bit like the Star Wars Battlefront, where you could do characters from all 3 movies.
The The original Battlefront games or the remakes from a year or two ago?
Yeah, the remakes. Battlefield
Okay.
2. You get an option where you can play like the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy, or the...
Oh, okay.
And then it's
I
all
gotcha.
the locations from each of the films and the characters in it.
People might kill me for saying this, but I like the new Battlefront 2 more than the other Battlefronts, like including the originals.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
They're both good games. I like both of them for different reasons, but I don't think either of them's bad.
Established planet side.
Yeah, the only bad one is the new Battlefront 1.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I-
that one didn't even have a campaign.
and it literally just had the original trilogy.
Wounded! Shield gone!
And its Starfighter combat was literally waiting for a lock-on and then one-shotting the enemy.
Target down.
Can I ask the guy who his favourite Vault Hunter is? Is this a Borderlands thing question?
Am I allowed to say Tiny Tina?
I don't know. Harry, is he allowed to say Tiny Tina?
Our survey says.
He may. Apparently,
Okay, then that's my answer.
Harry approves.
Devices offline. Good job.
I love how one of the collectors was just chilling right next to me under the rain. He was just trying to survive and then realised I was the enemy.
Harry says mine was Gage the Necromancer.
Stay alert.
That's also a good choice.
Enemies approaching.
Hostile!
Curtis is saying watch out for the lightning. Desert Lost says, what is Tally doing in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer? I believe that would be you, Chuck, was.
Yes, that is me. Although I believe my Quarian's name is a valid name.
Hey, your face.
Yeah, I named the Quarian valid name though, because every other name was invalid.
Hey, Plop, you want to see the best thing ever?
Good shot. Well done, team.
A bolus with a Batarian gauntlet.
Enemies regrouping. Time to reload.
Brilliant.
Enemy force approaching.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever seen one before, but I would love to see a Volus cosplay.
You'd have to be a child, wouldn't you?
Or a very small person.
That's true.
Ferris says we're playing Inquisition and found a mounted Krogan head. Which, I think I've heard that. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but again, it's been a while since I played Dragon Age. Yeah, there is crossover secrets in there between the two.
Well, there's an ogre in Hawk's Vault in Mass Effect 2. Or a statue of an ogre, I should say.
Yeah, that's right. And then there's the didn't they say that
50% capability.
Dragon Age and or Mass Effect was supposed to take place in one of Anthem's
An N7 job went bad, but their drone
Shaper
survived. Recover its data and get out of there.
areas or something?
Well, I know I heard a rumor that the planet the Normandy crash lands on at the end of Mass Effect 3 was supposed to be the planet you play on in Anthem.
That actually sounds amazing.
Don't know if that was true or not, but I remember some people thinking it.
Can you imagine if Anthem was supposed to be the game that sort of joined Dragon Age and Mass Effect into one universe?
Returning to online status. Additional updates providing assistance. Power supply. Recommend additional teammates in
Mission accomplished.
I'm live.
Some fine work, team. Enemy is regrouping. Bogies incoming.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Empire at War, but I saw that there was like I think there's like a Mass Effect mod for it, which just looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool, actually.
I've been playing some of the original, I've not played the mods one.
Yeah, I think there actually is a Mass Effect mod. I have to admit that I was always so bad at that game.
I'm finding it quite hard, to be honest.
Team member is
Roll, my Velas friend.
good shooting. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
It's kind of hard to play as a Volus because the camera's so low and so close to your back, it's hard to see sometimes.
But it's also so satisfying to roll.
Oh yeah, waddling around as Volus is the best part of the multiplayer. Thank you.
Oh, getting stung by bees. Perry says, I wish Blood Dragon Elmer was in Anthem.
Stay alert. Enemy is
I've never actually played Anthem. It really didn't appeal to me.
I think I played the beta for about 5-10 minutes, and then I just got bored.
I played for about 50 years. Oh, what was it? 18 hours, give or take. And the only fun I had was covering my guy in from head to toe in dark brown felt, so it looked like a flying shag carpet from 1980.
I have to ask then, why did you play it for so many hours?
I kept waiting for it to get good. I thought it might have been one of those games where, you know, like, keep doing one more mission.
squad member needs help.
Plus, I normally am more forgiving when I pre-order games because I want the game to be good, because otherwise I feel like an idiot.
That's fair enough, actually. I think that's one of the great things about things like Xbox Game Pass, though, because, you know, it's not so much of an investment.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when I played the first and second Mass Effect games, I played it through the Origin streaming service. I can't remember what it was called at the time.
A ship went down in this area carrying a canister of classified technology.
It was called like Premiere. It wasn't Premiere, it was something similar. Like.
EA Play or something, is it?
Oh, it was before they renamed it EA Play. I can't remember what it was, though. I think it was called Origin Access.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work. Get back to the extraction zone. We have an opportunity to snag some lost Reaper technology.
Yeah, I remember I played the first 2 games on Origin Access, and then I loved it so much I bought all the DLC and, you know, the game's full price.
Anthem almost killed BioWare. Yeah, it really did. Don't you even think about it.
Squad member in trouble. Object has been recovered. We are confirmed.
I'm here.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just distracting the Praetorian. Or I was.
Oh, he's right behind me.
Yeah, I did a rubbish job distracting it. He got bored of me.
Stop it!
Some fine work, team. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
I learned from pre-ordering Andromeda. I'm never pre-ordering a game again. I didn't even hate the game. It was just I pre-ordered it for $70, and then like 2 months later, I found it in a retail store for 20, and I felt so stupid.
What was your first
That's
ever
another
video
one as
game?
well. I only played it through a streaming service.
Perry's come up with a really, really great question. What was your very first ever video game? Really show my age, man. The first game I can ever remember playing was called Repton on the Acorn Electron. Was it Commodore 64? One of the two.
Squad member
Sake.
offline. Squad member needs help. Nearly there. Get to the
Oh, it was the original Wolfenstein.
It's really hard for me to remember, actually. I remember I played a couple PlayStation 2 games.
Wounded!
Team member offline.
Nice work.
It's probably either the Cars video game or Pirates of the Caribbean Legends of Jack Sparrow.
I haven't played any of them.
Outstanding!
To be fair, I got bought some very niche games when I was younger.
Oh, but no ammo left in that gun. Look.
Enemies down. Good shooting.
Good job, guys.
There we are. That brings us to
Good job indeed.
another end of a live stream. I say massive thank you to Chokwa, Soulstar and Kailang for the game this evening. Much appreciated. Thank you to all in the
Thanks
chat.
for having us.
It's been great chatting to you, to Curtis, Perry, Due to Lost, Xavier. Thank you very much for popping along. There won't be a stream next week 'cause I'm not here next Saturday. But we'll be back again in 2 weeks' time. You can always come hang out with us in the Discord. The link is in the chat below, in the description below. And yeah, so I hope to see you there. Thank you very much again. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way out.